What's up everybody, this is Mike and today we're not going to talk about drones. Today the topic is going to be gimbals. Gimbals are a must-have if you're looking to have a nice smooth footage to work with, whether it's for your channel, for your Instagram, for anything. You want to have a nice and smooth, good-looking video. And there are a couple ways to achieve that effect. If you're shooting with your regular DSLR or mirrorless camera, you have to go and buy something like this. This is the DJI Ronin S, and as you can see, it's quite big. It does the job perfectly, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that you can take with you every single day and use on a regular basis. At least that's not the case for me, but I'm still using and enjoying this thing a lot. But your other options are to use your smartphone. Smartphone cameras are getting better and better each year, as we all know, so it makes sense to invest in a gimbal that will stabilize your footage even better and you will have a nice final result to work with. So you have a couple of options. One of them is the topic of today's video. This is the FeiyuTech Vimble 2. It's a smartphone gimbal that is about $100. It's on a cheap site and I think it's a great investment if you're looking to maybe increase the quality of your Instagram stories or the videos that you're making for your family videos or your trip videos. You know, every single video needs to be stable. In my opinion, that's something that I am very passionate about. And you can also have the Osmo Mobile 2, which is made by DJI, which is coming in a future video. It will be interesting to compare those two in a future video, like I said. But today we're going to focus only on the FeiyuTech Vimble 2. So let me just do a very quick unboxing because I really like the presentation of this product. So here is the box, and inside we have a really nice carrying case, which is quite useful to have because nowadays you can never have a quality carrying case that comes with the product. It's almost impossible. But now here it is, and it's quite sturdy. And I'm sure it will protect everything that is inside very well. Here we have the gimbal. It's the FeiyuTech Vimble 2. It took me a while to remember that name, to be honest. But once you open it, here is what you're greeted with. It's a plastic gimbal which actually looks quite nice and it's surprisingly well made in my opinion. Here we have a small box which holds the extended grip and the tripod mount, which goes on the bottom here. And now we can put it on the table if we want to. We have this USB cable to charge, and we have all sorts of different cables that help you connect your phone to the gimbal. The gimbal works both with iPhones and Android devices, so you will be good to go no matter what device you have. So now let's get to the main part of this review, which is of course the gimbal. One of the major selling points of this gimbal is the fact that it can turn into a selfie stick, and it's quite easy to do. You simply need to grab this part here and pull, and there you have it. It's just a selfie stick now, and it's actually quite easy to reach a different angle with this because it gives you a lot more flexibility when it comes to shooting different objects from different angles. So I can go a lot further with this selfie stick mode, but if I want to, I can get it back to its normal position and shoot something from a closer distance. When it comes to physical buttons, you have a couple of them on the front of the gimbal. The first button on the top is the joystick, which allows you to point the gimbal in all four directions: up, down, left and right. Next, there is the power button, which also works as a mode selector button. We'll get to the different modes in a second. Below the mode selector button, there is the record button, which could only be used when you're using the official app, which is called VCool. And this is also my biggest problem with the gimbal, as the app is not exactly very user-friendly and sometimes you can experience bugs and things that are not working as they should. Hopefully that will be fixed with a software update soon, but for now I'll be using my main camera app with this gimbal. On the left there is the USB port for charging, and on the right there is a zoom slider, which again only works with the VCool app. Attaching your phone to the gimbal itself is quite easy, and you can use the adjustable clamps to secure it in place. Once you turn the gimbal on, it will immediately stabilize your phone and set it to the default position so you're ready to shoot. Finally, on the back of the gimbal you can see the trigger button, and double tapping on it will reset the gimbal to its default position. Also, holding it while shooting will allow you to keep the gimbal centered on your subject. So there are three main shooting modes on the Vimble 2, and let's quickly go through them. The first mode is called panning. In this mode, the gimbal stays fixed when you go side to side, but if you move it left, right, then it will pan with you and follow your movement. The second mode is called panning and tilting. In this mode, the gimbal stays fixed when you go side to side, but it will follow your movement if you move it up, down, and left, right. Here you can also adjust the angle of your phone by pressing the joystick to the left or to the right. Finally, we have the third mode, which is called lock mode, which is basically the same as keeping the trigger button pressed. In this mode, the gimbal will keep the camera pointed at your selected direction, and it will not move in any other direction no matter what. So here is some sample footage that I've captured with the gimbal on my iPhone 7 Plus. As you can see, there is definitely a great difference between the shots without the gimbal and the ones with the gimbal, so the stabilization is working very well for me, and I think I'll definitely be using this gimbal more in the future when I plan to shoot something with my phone. The compact size, the ease of use, and the stability make this gimbal a great purchase for everyone who loves shooting with their smartphone. And there you guys have it. This has been my review for the FeiyuTech Vimble 2. I personally think it's a great product that you can use with your smartphone if you're looking to create some great looking Instagram stories or some Facebook videos or your travel videos that you take with your smartphone. This would be a great product to use with your smartphone. The only thing that I'm not really happy about is the way the app works. I definitely think it needs a lot more work. And with that being said, I'm very interested to see how the Osmo Mobile 2 will stack up against this. And again, it's coming in a future video. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It's been a pleasure. I'll catch you in my next one. Ciao.